What if I told you that every woman you've ever interacted with has been sending you secret messages? Messages so clear and obvious that once you learn to decode them, you'll wonder how you ever missed them. While most men are focused on what women say, there's an entirely different conversation happening beneath the surface. It's a language that's been hardwired into human biology for thousands of years, and it reveals everything you need to know about genuine attraction. The difference between men who effortlessly connect with women and those who constantly struggle isn't charm, looks, or money. It's the ability to read this hidden language that women can't help but speak when they're truly interested. Today, we're going to crack this code together. By the end of this video, you'll possess knowledge that will completely transform how you understand and respond to attraction. You'll never again wonder whether someone is interested, and you'll never again waste time on people who aren't. Here's something most people don't understand about human attraction. Our bodies communicate our true feelings long before our minds even realize what's happening. When genuine attraction occurs, it triggers an ancient biological response system that evolved over millions of years. This system was designed to help our ancestors identify suitable partners and communicate interest in ways that were subtle enough to maintain social safety. The fascinating part? This system still operates exactly the same way today. When someone experiences real attraction, their autonomic nervous system creates predictable, involuntary responses that they cannot consciously control or fake. But here's the crucial distinction. There's a massive difference between social politeness and genuine sexual interest. The signals for "I'm being friendly" are completely different from "I'm genuinely attracted to you." Most men never learn this difference, which is why they often find themselves in the friend zone, completely confused about why their obvious interest wasn't reciprocated. We're going to explore 5 key areas where this hidden language manifests most clearly. These aren't tricks or manipulation tactics. They're scientific observations about human biology that, when understood, will give you incredible insight into real attraction. Let's start with the most reliable indicator of genuine attraction: the eyes. Eyes are directly connected to the autonomic nervous system, which means they reveal true emotional states that people can't consciously control. When someone experiences genuine attraction, specific changes occur in their eyes that are impossible to fake. The most scientifically documented change is pupil dilation. Real attraction triggers the sympathetic nervous system, causing pupils to expand regardless of lighting conditions. This isn't something people can consciously control. It's an automatic biological response to seeing someone they find genuinely attractive. But pupil dilation alone isn't enough. You need to look for eye contact patterns that feel different from normal social interaction. When someone is genuinely attracted, their gaze lingers longer than socially necessary and returns to your eyes repeatedly throughout conversation. There's also something researchers call bedroom eyes, in a specific combination of slightly lowered eyelids, dilated pupils, and soft focus that creates an unmistakably intimate expression. This occurs because attraction reduces muscle tension around the eyes while increasing blood flow to the area. Perhaps most telling is the mouth-gazing behavior. When someone is truly attracted, they'll frequently glance at your lips during conversation. This indicates unconscious preoccupation with kissing and intimate contact. The key difference is that attraction-based eye contact feels charged with energy. Unlike normal eye contact that simply facilitates communication, attraction creates palpable tension between two people. You can literally feel the difference. Here's what to watch for: extended eye contact that feels intimate, pupils that appear larger than they should be given the lighting, frequent glances at your mouth, and that unmistakable bedroom eyes expression. When you see these signals together, you're looking at genuine biological interest. Physical positioning reveals attraction in ways that people rarely realize they're communicating. When someone is genuinely interested, their body unconsciously orients toward the object of their attraction. The most fundamental indicator is body orientation. Someone who's truly attracted will position their body to face you directly, even in group settings where this positioning might seem unnecessary. Their torso, hips, and feet point in your direction regardless of where others are positioned. Attraction also affects overall posture in predictable ways. Genuine interest causes people to straighten their spine, improve their posture, and position themselves to appear more physically attractive. This happens automatically because attraction triggers confidence and a desire to look their best. Distance reduction is another powerful indicator. Someone who's genuinely attracted will consistently move closer during conversation, position themselves within your personal space, and create reasons to be near you. This proximity-seeking behavior indicates their desire for increased intimacy and connection. Pay attention to how they position themselves relative to escape routes. Someone who's truly interested doesn't position themselves near exits or create barriers between you. Instead, they position themselves in ways that facilitate closer contact and more intimate conversation. These positioning patterns are reliable because they occur below conscious awareness. People can control what they say, but they struggle to control their body's unconscious orientation toward someone they find genuinely attractive. The mirroring effect is also significant. When genuine attraction exists, people unconsciously begin to mirror each other's posture, movements, and energy levels. This creates a sense of connection and harmony that's immediately noticeable once you know what to look for. Physical touch is perhaps the most definitive indicator of genuine attraction because it requires crossing a significant social boundary. While people might make polite conversation with anyone, they only initiate physical contact with people they're truly interested in. The progression typically begins with what appears to be accidental contact, but it's rarely actually accidental. Someone might brush against you while walking past, let their hand linger when passing objects, or create situations where physical contact becomes necessary. These touches are brief but frequent and always seem to have plausible explanations. As comfort and attraction increase, the touching becomes more intentional and intimate. They might touch your arm while laughing, place a hand on your chest while talking, or make contact with areas that serve no practical social purpose. These touches last longer and occur in more intimate zones. There's also an increase in self-touching behavior. When someone is attracted, they become more aware of their own body and will touch their hair, neck, arms, or run their hands along their body more frequently. This self-touching behavior indicates heightened body awareness and an unconscious desire to draw attention to their physical form. Most importantly, they respond positively when you initiate appropriate touch. Someone who's genuinely attracted doesn't pull away from respectful physical contact. Instead, they lean into your touch, maintain contact longer than necessary, and create opportunities for you to touch them again. The key distinction is that attraction-based touching feels charged with energy. Unlike social touching that serves practical purposes, attraction creates palpable tension and desire for more intimate contact. Here's the reality. People who are only being friendly rarely initiate physical contact, and they certainly don't seek out opportunities for more. When someone consistently creates opportunities for physical contact, they're communicating interest that goes far beyond friendship. Attraction creates specific changes in vocal patterns that people cannot consciously control. These modifications occur because genuine interest affects breathing, muscle tension, and hormone levels that directly impact speech production. The most noticeable change is vocal pitch. Attraction causes muscle relaxation that often lowers vocal pitch, creating a huskier, more intimate quality in someone's voice. People who are genuinely attracted often speak in lower, more sensual tones than their normal conversational voice. Attraction also affects speech pace and rhythm. Someone who's truly interested will speak more slowly and deliberately, creating natural pauses that feel charged with tension. Their speech patterns become more rhythmic and engaging as their breathing deepens and their body relaxes into attraction. Volume changes create intimacy. Someone who's attracted will often speak more quietly, forcing you to move closer to hear. This volume reduction creates a sense of private conversation even in public settings, and naturally increases physical proximity. Perhaps most revealing are the unconscious vocal sounds. People experiencing genuine attraction sigh more frequently, make soft sounds during conversation, and produce breathy exhalations that indicate emotional and physical excitement. The way they laugh also changes. Genuine attraction creates elevated mood and increased responsiveness to humor and pleasure. Their laughter becomes more authentic, longer-lasting, and more frequent. There's also vocal mirroring. Someone who's truly attracted will unconsciously adopt similar speech patterns, match your vocal volume and pace, and repeat your verbal expressions. This vocal coordination creates conversational flow that feels natural and deeply engaging. These vocal changes are particularly reliable because they're produced by the autonomic nervous system, and are nearly impossible to fake convincingly overextended. Periods. This is where attraction reveals its more primal nature. When someone experiences genuine attraction, they often begin displaying subtle territorial behaviors designed to establish connection and discourage potential competition. The most obvious territorial display is positioning themselves between you and other potential romantic interests. They create physical barriers that limit others' access to you while maximizing their own proximity and contact opportunities. Competitive behaviors emerge when other attractive people are present. Someone who's genuinely interested will increase their physical displays, become more touchy and affectionate, and escalate their attraction signals to outcompete potential rivals. Jealousy provides definitive proof of genuine interest. Someone experiencing real attraction will show visible discomfort when you interact with other potential romantic interests. They might become quiet and withdrawn, or conversely more aggressive in their attention-seeking behaviors. Future planning becomes a topic of conversation. Someone who's genuinely attracted begins talking about future interactions and making plans that naturally exclude other people. They suggest activities you can do together, talk about places they want to go with you, and create opportunities for private interaction. These territorial behaviors are significant because they require emotional investment that goes beyond casual social interaction. Someone who's merely being friendly doesn't feel the need to claim territory or compete for your exclusive attention. There's also an increase in personal disclosure. Someone who's genuinely attracted will begin sharing more personal information, asking deeper questions about your life, and creating the foundation for a more intimate connection. Pay attention to how they talk about their other relationships. Someone who's attracted will often minimize the importance of other people in their romantic life, or make it clear that they're available and interested in something more with you. Here's the crucial point. Genuine attraction rarely shows up as isolated signals. Real interest produces multiple simultaneous indicators that create recognizable patterns of behavior. Someone who's truly attracted will display eye contact indicators combined with positioning changes, touch escalation paired with vocal modifications, and proximity behaviors accompanied by territorial displays. These signals occur together rather than in isolation. Timing is also crucial for accurate interpretation. Genuine attraction appears relatively quickly after initial interaction and intensifies throughout continued engagement. Someone experiencing real attraction doesn't gradually develop these signals over weeks or months. They appear early and strengthen with continued contact. Context matters for distinguishing genuine interest from social politeness. Professional settings, family gatherings, and formal events may suppress attraction signaling, while social environments, parties, and recreational activities facilitate more obvious displays. The key is recognizing clusters of indicators that occur simultaneously and intensify over time. Single signals might be ambiguous, but multiple coordinated indicators provide clear evidence of genuine attraction. Most importantly, these signals require your own confidence and awareness to interpret accurately. Attraction signals are often subtle and require experience and emotional intelligence to recognize and respond to appropriately. Remember, someone can be incredibly friendly, engaging, and enjoyable to be around while having zero romantic or sexual interest in you. The difference lies in these biological signals that reveal true attraction versus simple social politeness understanding. This hidden language of attraction will fundamentally change how you navigate romantic interactions. You'll never again wonder whether someone is interested, and you'll never again waste time and energy on people who aren't genuinely attracted to you. But knowledge without application is worthless. I challenge you to start observing these patterns in your daily interactions, not to manipulate or deceive, but to develop the emotional intelligence that will serve you throughout your life. When you can accurately read genuine attraction signals, you'll approach the right people with confidence and avoid pursuing those who aren't interested. This saves everyone time and emotional energy while dramatically increasing your success in romantic connections. The people who master this hidden language don't just become more successful in dating. They become more emotionally intelligent in all their relationships. They understand human nature at a deeper level and can navigate social situations with unprecedented clarity and confidence. Your homework is simple. Pay attention. Watch for these patterns in your interactions over the next week. Notice the difference between social politeness and genuine interest. Start distinguishing between people who are being friendly and those who are displaying biological attraction signals. The ability to read this hidden language isn't just about romantic success. It's about understanding human nature itself, and that understanding will serve you in every area of your life. The choice is yours. Continue navigating relationships blindly, or develop the awareness that gives you a massive advantage in understanding genuine human attraction. The signals are there. The question is whether you'll learn to read them.